Hej mina kära tittare, en ny Bloms bästa bitar-ruta. En något annorlunda ruta. Nämligen måndagen den 7 juli så fick Bloms bästa bitar vara värd för en grupp som kom från Amerika. Och den här gruppen kom för att söka sina rötter, släktträdet så att säga, varifrån det ursprungligen kommer. Och det var en grupp, nästan 30 stycken personer. Och hela den här måndagen den 7 juli så fick vi vara värd. Vi började på Juthbacka med en lunch. Och där presenterades bland annat Juthbacka herrgård. Men förutom mitt egna välkomsttal till dessa så att säga emigranters anhöriga så fick vi också stadsdirektör Björk som ställde upp. Och han presenterade Nykarleby stad på ett jättefantastiskt bra sätt. Som gammal bankman så tyckte jag det var lite god marknadsföring han utförde för Finlands lyckligaste stad. Och sedan så besökte vi då Kyrkan där vi hade kyrkoherde Edman som då presenterade Nykarleby kyrkan. Som ju då grundades och byggdes 1709. Den här kyrkan är en av de äldsta 3 kyrkorna i bruk i Finland. Och den har ju nu nyligen målats utvändigt också och har genomgått en stor reparation inuti med nya värmesystem och så vidare. En synnerligen god kyrka fastighetsmässigt sett idag med värdefulla målningar och så vidare. Sedan åkte vi då till Kuddnäs där Kuddnäsguiderna Ella så skötte det med bravur och presenterade under 15-20 minuter Topelius betydelse inte bara för Nykarleby utan också för staten Finland. Nämligen han var ju då professor vid universitetet i Helsingfors och så vidare. Och där hade vi då i gula salen så hade vi då ordet fritt. Vi gjorde lite intervjuer, Bloms bästa bitar. Och också Kjell Herberts intervjuade vi som ju då var en värd för det här besöket i Österbotten. Han har varit med flera gånger. Och de här resorna brukar företas så här med 2 och 3 års mellanrum till Finland. Ja, vi gjorde då olika filmningar. Det var Birgitta och Anders som stod för kamerorna och de rullade på hela dagen. Och vi gjorde så att säga 4 olika videor. Den första gällde Juthbacka och den andra Kyrkan och tredje så var då Kuddnäs och den fjärde var då de olika intervjuerna som vi gjorde med de här utländska gästerna. Och det ska jag nog ärligt säga ett stort tack till både stadsdirektör Björk och kyrkoherde Edman och inte minst Herberts också naturligtvis för att de ställde upp egentligen på sin fritid och satte en dag på det här besökerna som vi fick då vara värd för, Birgitta, Anders och jag. Och nu mina kära tittare, nu kan ni gå in på länkarna som kommer efter denna videoruta. Där kan ni klicka in på videolänkarna så kan ni se de här olika så att säga händelserna. Och nu den här rutan ger ett sammandrag av alla händelser. Trevliga videotittkvällar eller dagar. Titta när ni vill och hur många gånger som helst. Tack ska ni ha och så säger jag kära tittare, vi ses och hörs som Gud så vill. Hej!
In our second program, which focused on American citizens searching for their roots in Ostrobothnia and Finland, we had the pleasure of inviting over 20 travelers from different states in the USA to our city for a day in early July. We first met for lunch, where City Mayor Thomas Bjork and Alan Bloom from Bloms, bästa, bitar welcomed our American friends to the city and the possibility of spending a delightful afternoon together. After lunch, we visited the city church, where Pastor Edman summarized the history of our church. Then, in the afternoon, we gathered for afternoon coffee at the Topelius home and today's museum at Kuddnäs. There, Alan Bloom conducted several interviews with travelers and tour operators to get their impressions of the city, whether they had found relatives in Ostrobothnia, and their general impressions of Finland and what they had experienced during their days in Ostrobothnia.
My name is, as we know, Alan Bloom. Some of you have already met me in the digital world. I met with some of you 2 years ago. Then we discussed this visit to Finland, and now it is a reality. It is so great to see you all here in Finland. We started the YouTube channel Bloms, bästa, bitar 4 years ago. At the time I was 83 years old. It is never too late to become a YouTuber. I have been called the oldest YouTuber in Finland. Look at me. Some of you will later today take part in an episode of the Bloms, bästa, bitar talk show. With me I have also, as you know, Juthbacka, who will assist me, as my English is a little bit rusty. Last time I have used English was in London 1987, I think. Hudson's Bay and Anning's skin auctions. But once again, welcome to the Karleby, a town called the happiest town in Finland.
Hope you enjoyed the lunch. Thank you. How has the Finnish food been? Very good. Is there any? I'm honored to introduce Thomas Björk. He's the mayor of this city, the Karleby, happiest city in the disabled world.
Also from my point of view, I want to wish you very welcome to Karleby. It's a great place to live in and be in. I wasn't born myself in Karleby, in the neighbor community, and moved here some 20 years ago. In Karleby, our slogan is dream big in a small town. And if we go back historically, people have been moving from Karleby and the other communities, as you know. In the 19th century, many people went to America, when then it was not so good in Finland, agricultural country, and there was just not enough land for everybody. So then some people went to America to find work and also be able to earn and perhaps send some money back home. What you could say about Karleby and the Gold Coast in Ostrobothnia, where we are, is like people haven't been waiting when there has been a crisis. We haven't been waiting for solutions from above. We have been taking our destiny into our own hands and making something about it. In the 19th century, you might go to America and make your future. After the war, we had a lot of people moving to Sweden, where they needed workforce. So in the 40s, the 50s, and still in the 60s, there were people moving to Sweden. Some have moved back, but there's about 1 million people in Sweden who also have roots from Finland. Not that old roots, as I understand you have. So, thank you and have a very nice stay.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome to our beautiful church here in Nykarleby. In our district we have 3 churches and about 5,500 members, and it's a Lutheran church. This church is built in 1708. It means it's 317 years old, and it is one of the oldest wooden churches in Finland still in use. From the year of 1607 there was a smaller wooden church in the same place here. It was too small and was demolished to make way for the present one. And in the 18th century they knew how to build, with a crawl space under it and good ventilation roof. Church painter Daniel Ljungström from Sweden was called in 1749 to decorate the church with its paintings. He painted the altarpiece, the pulpit and the lectern. They wanted the rich illumination of the vaulted ceiling, unfortunately using the old church as a model. This person, Ljungström, left the work in 1752, and the painting work was completed some years later by the craftsman painter Johan Alm from Vasa. Then we have the paintings here. The crucifixion scene is painted in dark colors. As the Gospel says, over the earth came darkness. We see there Jesus hanging heavy there on the cross. The Apostle John stands here to the right, bringing his hands. And here, under the main painting, is a narrow panel with a picture of the Last Supper. We have here Peter in the foreground, Jesus in the center with the right hand raised in a blessing gesture. Judas Iscariot is here. He stands on the far left with his head shrouded in darkness. And then the third painting here, at the top we see the risen Christ with the banner of victory. Then we have these windows here. They are much younger than the other paintings. They are made by the artist Professor Lennart Segerstråle and came to the church in the year of 1940. Don't know how much you know about Finnish history. But then we had 2 wars, and this was in the middle of the wars. And here we see Job from the Old Testament. He was suffering a lot in his life, and this Lennart, when he painted the upper man there, it was a refugee that had come from the eastern part of the Finland here. He was the model for this painting. Then we have a very old organ here in the church. One still in use, but a very old organ to the north. It is from the year of 1768, and we hope that we could restore it in the future. Here Birgitta is give you some brochures about it. Our dream that we could restore it so that we could play on it. It will need some work and we need some money to this, but it was made by the builder Anders Delin from Gamla Karleby, about 60 kilometers in that direction, and it is possible. We have one church in Edman also with an old organ, and then one in Munsala, 3 very old organs, but just that one in Munsala we can still play on. In the year of 1979 we got this main organ from Denmark.
Welcome to Kuddnäs, the home of My name is Ella, I work as a guide here. And I'm going to try now to summarize Sakarias Topelius. The headmaster of Helsinki University, and he was the editor of the biggest newspaper in Finland at that time, Helsingfors Tidningar. He was born here at Kuddnäs, the year of 1818. So this is 9 years after Sweden lost Finland to Russia. We have been a part of Sweden for 600 years. There was a war and Sweden lost its eastern half to Russia. And 9 years later, Sakarias was born here. So this is his parents' home. His father was a doctor and a surgeon, and his mother was, she came from a rich family here in Karleby. So it's with her money they bought this house and upheld this lifestyle. A doctor's salary couldn't give that to you at this time. And Nykarleby in the 1700s and the 1800s was quite a big town. The river was so deep at this time, so the big sailing ships could come all the way into the city center and like make trades. And they also built a lot of ships here at this time. So both of Zacharias' parents were a big part of his education. He got like an informal schooling here at Kuddnäs when he was a child, and then he moved away from home when he was 11 to go to the school in Oulu, so northern Finland. And when he was 13 he moved to Helsinki, and there he took his matriculation exam and later went to university and so on. His father died tragically when he was 13. His father was paralyzed from the waist down and had a lot of diseases and sickness in his life, so he died when Zacharias was 13. And after that his mother lived here alone in this big house, and they had also a lot of fields and woods that had to be taken care of, and she lived here for many years and was the lady of the house, took care of everything. And even though Zacharias lived most of his life in Helsinki, where he later on had his own family, he always came here in the summer with his children, and they remembered this place as the place where it's always summer. And his daughter asked him one time, "Why can't we go to my grandma's house? It's always summer there." It's always raining here in Helsinki and it's snowy, because they only went here in the summer. He got married to Emily Lindqvist, this lady on the portrait, and that's why this cafe is called Café Emily also. They got married here in Nykarleby 1845 on New Year's Eve, and they had the wedding party here in this house. It was a double wedding, so she and her sister both married at the same time with two gentlemen then from Nykarleby. And she was also a very big part of his life. He wrote a lot about her, and he said that whatever is good enough for her is good enough for the world. So everything he published after they married, she had read and approved of. And she also hand-colored with watercolors the first examples of his children's tale books. So a big work from her also. They had 3 daughters together. Sadly, 3 children that died at a very young age, 1 year old, 2 years old, and 3 years old, as well as 2 children who were born dead. And even though childhood death was like quite usual at this time, it was very tragic. We have 3 small angel statues in this room. So it's Mikael, Rafael, and Rosa, and he also wrote about those children. Famous Finnish poems and also songs that have been made into that have been given melodies later on.
Okej, let's us begin. Välkommen till Bloms bästa bitar. Kuddnäs, Topelius hem och amerikanska gäster. Now I have Michael Bell. You are very welcome to Bloms bästa bitar.
Thank you very much.
Can you tell a little about yourself?
I could tell you a lot about myself, but to keep it brief, first off, I'm here with the Swedish-Finnish Historical Society in our visit to Finland, and I can tell you that my story, I think, is very unique in our group in that probably up until about 5 years ago, I didn't even know that I was Swedish-Finnish, as I was adopted as an infant. And it wasn't until, I'd say, before the pandemic, I had done a DNA test, and I was very fortunate with the results that I started to be able to try to understand my birth and where my family came from. And I found out that my grandfather was born in Finland. And so he was born in Malax, Finland, and had immigrated in 1903 with his parents and my uncle. And they're somewhat well known in the Malax area. But when I found this all out, my birth mother is deceased, but she has 1 sister. And so when I spoke to my aunt, she just turned 90 years old, so she's got a lot of longevity. I hope to have some of that from her, but I started asking her lots of questions about Finland. And she knew virtually nothing. And she said when they came to America, their father always said that they were Swedish. And so it really, thanks to SFHS, I started learning about what it was to be a Swedish Finn. So I really have to thank SFHS for really helping me learn about the past and about Finland. So.
And now you have been here 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It is giving you something.
Oh yes, it's giving me a lot. First off, we started off in Helsinki, which is a fantastic city, or Helsingfors, and I was so impressed. But this past weekend, we were kind of all on our own, and really had the time to seek out family and relatives. And I was very fortunate that I've been with several of my cousins. And so we went down to Narpus and spent some time with a cousin down there. And then we rented an Airbnb in Berjo. And I have relatives from Berjo and also from Malax.
Yeah.
And just being in Berjo and being on the water, I felt like this is a place that has always been a part of me.
Oh.
And so one of my cousins, we met him up in Malax, and we went to several places. And we went to Malax Kyrkan, and it really dawned on me that my grandparents were probably baptized and married there, along with generations of people. Just so much history. There's chandeliers in the church that my great-great-grandfather made, because he had a foundry. His last name was Mattsson Svedberg. And just to be there and see it in person just made all the difference for me. So it's been a magical trip.
You told about where you live outside Seattle.
Right.
There are some similarities with Berjo.
So Berjo's an island. I live on Bainbridge Island, Washington. And so the main way to get to the island is to take a ferry. So when I was going through all the different choices over the weekend where to stay, and I saw Berjo Island, and somebody said, you have to take a ferry. I was like, perfect. So my wife was with me. We just have loved being on Berjo, but it's just like home. We've had to pay attention to when the boat comes, and we had to go off the island to go find some food and things like that. But that's all good. That's very normal for us.
Yes. And you are very satisfied with this trip. And our organization also.
With SFHS?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I have them to thank for bringing so much knowledge to me in a hurry. And there was one person that, her name is Serene Forsman. She helped me so much, and then as I started doing my research, I find out she's my cousin. So, so I can thank her and SFHS and lots of cousins.
Ja. Mikael här har berättat nu liksom hur han har upplevt det här och hur viktigt det har varit, och att han är då finlandssvensk. Och det där, han har haft en fin visit, han har träffat kusiner och så vidare. Och han är mycket nöjd med den här resan, och researrangören då, Swedish Finnish Society, så har lyckats jättebra. Och vi kommer också att träffa Nancy som har också varit med och organiserat det här.
Do you see that you are a different Michael now going on after this trip?
I don't know if I'm a different Michael, but I'm an enriched Michael. My adoptive family is phenomenal. I really feel that I've completed, that I have 2 families. Yeah. But it is a question that was always important to me, was to know where I was from. And now I've answered that question. So in that sense, maybe I am more complete.
It sounds like you are quite pleased with what you found.
Oh yes. Yeah, it's far exceeded all my dreams. I mean, I have dreamed of this, being here for several years and months, but being here, it's even better.
Better than dreams.
Better than dreams. Yeah.
Yes. And now we can say that you are ambassador also for Ostrobotnia.
Yes.
For Malax and Berjo.
Yes, yeah. I'm happy to be an ambassador for Malax and Berjo.
Yeah.
What will you tell about this trip to your friends?
To my friends?
When you come.
Oh, I've told so many people. I'm a salesman, so I like to talk.
Yeah.
But what I will tell them is that
salesman for Siemens.
For Siemens, yes. But what I will tell them is that if they have the opportunity to come to Finland, they should.
Yeah. What did you know about Finland before you?
Well, really, truly, until I found out the results from my 23andMe profile, first off, when it came up and said I had a specific gene for Finland, and my wife and I were like,
where is it?
Truly, I knew next to nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's been fantastic to learn the history, and the history is so rich. And I'm so proud of the people and how they have made this country so great, despite all the difficulties. Really makes me proud to be just a small part of that.
Was it something that made you, think about going to Finland or not, making you afraid or something?
No, it made me want to be here more. Yeah. When I find out that I have family that was involved with the independence of Finland and the survival of Finland, in the Winter War, and to find out that I actually have, family that is responsible for that makes me proud.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you. Thank you. Nu har jag Francis Karttunen här med mig. Hon är också en av deltagarna i den här gruppen som har kommit att söka sina rötter i Österbotten. You are very welcome to Bloms bästa bitar. Welcome. First, Karttunen, it is Finnish.
Yes.
What are your Finnish roots?
My husband has roots in North Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my grandmother came to America from Brandenburg.
Yeah.
When she was the oldest of the family, and all the family were girls.
Yeah.
So her father said she had to go to America, work, pay for her voyage, and then she had to continue to work to bring all of her sisters. And she did.
Oh.
She left in 1890, and by 1905 she had brought all of her sisters to America, leaving her mother behind alone in Finland. And her mother lived until 1928. Through independence and everything else. And in 1922, my grandmother returned to Finland to see her mother. And also one of my uncles, my aunt, one of my cousins, his daughter, and I have all come here to see our relatives. But all these relatives are the descendants of my grandmother's uncle, because she had brought all of her sisters to America. So we maintain a very close relationship over several generations. I was born in 1942, so I'm 83 years old.
Yeah.
And one of my earliest memories is in the late 1940s, as our family packed boxes of useful things to send to Finland after the war.
Yeah, after the war, yeah.
And that was part of keeping close to the family. But I realized not so long ago that neither of my daughters has ever been to this part of the country. And I thought this year my older daughter has a birthday coming up, and my gift would be to bring her on this trip.
Yeah.
But unfortunately she couldn't have this week off from work. So we came early, and we did what I thought was our relative visit. I only have one relative left living, and when she's gone, that's the end of our relatives in Finland, which will be a little sad. I think she feels sad too, but she had the opportunity to meet my daughter, and it made us all very happy. And I'm so grateful to the Swedish Film Historical Society for making this possible. I became aware of the society because when my grandmother came to America, she didn't bring many things with her. Her Bible, an autograph book where her friends asked her, "Don't forget us."
Yeah.
And a box. And inside the box it says, "Till minne av Moster Magdalena.
Moster Magdalena, yeah.
So I wanted to know about Magdalena.
Yeah.
So I turned to the Swedish Historical Society to help me find her.
Mm.
And we haven't found her.
Yeah.
We have not found Magdalena.
Mm.
She remains a mystery. But she brought us here.
Mm, yeah, yes. Something good.
Something good.
Yes,
indeed.
yes.
So that's
what's meaning for you to seek the roots? What's how?
I was satisfied with
Yeah.
knowing my own family in America and the family that I've known here, and it was really Magdalena that made me look back.
Yes.
And I found that I couldn't do it all by myself. I needed help.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
How well documented is your grandmother's trip to the emigration?
That's pretty well documented. We know when she came, how she came, what she did when she got there, and we know about her return in 1922.
Yes.
I don't think my grandmother imagined that her mother would live another 6 years after that visit.
Yeah.
Her mother lived to be very old, and so did my grandmother and her sisters. These women, they all live a long time.
Yes.
To them, I'd be pretty young.
Yeah, 83.
What about the belongings that she left after?
Well, I've taken good care of the box.
Yes.
I have her Bible.
Yes.
I have her autograph books, which I've transcribed with the help of a Swedish speaker because I couldn't quite make it all out. So these are things to pass on to the rest of my family. And I have quite a few relatives in the United States. I'm one of 8 cousins, and we have cousins in Rhode Island because my grandmother's sisters, 2 of them settled there.
Yeah.
So actually, although my family in Finland is almost gone, my family in America is pretty big.
Yeah.
And they know.
Was Rhode Island the place where they came?
They know that, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're proud of it.
Yes.
And now when you come home, you will tell them about how we have it in Finland. How good?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Do you think that we live very good here?
Especially here in Ostrobothnia.
Yeah.
We seem to live very, very well. Yes.
Can you use this name Karttunen in America? Karttunen is a typical Finnish name.
And people have trouble pronouncing it. They always pronounce it Karttunen.
Yeah.
And then I have a way of telling them. I say, Karttunen is like Kennedy. It begins with a K. It has 3 syllables. The stress is on the first one. Think about it. Kennedy, Karttunen. and they learn.
They learn it, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we understood that you're a linguist.
I am.
Yeah.
And it's been peculiar because all of my funded research has been in Mexico.
Yeah.
In Indian languages in Mexico. But I've had 3 Fulbright fellowships, one in the 1970s, one in the 1980s, and one in the 1990s. And all 3 have been to Finland.
Yeah.
And I asked, isn't it unusual for one country to have somebody back again and again? And they said, well, when we decide who to invite, we think about it very seriously. So, yes, if we invited you again, we meant to do that. And that makes me very happy. I'm very glad to have been able to do this.
It's a way of living, in a way. to go to Finland.
Yes. Well, but I'm really lucky. A lot of time has gone by now because from the 1990s to 2025, that's a long time. Yeah. I'm happy to be back.
Yes.
What have changed during that time?
I think the newest young adult generation of Finland seems to be more cosmopolitan. A lot more of them speak English very easily. They have traveled more, and they are more open, I think, than the students I knew in the 70s and 80s. Yeah. There's a difference in education. Because in the 1970s in particular, Finnish education was very much, I think, on the German model. So the professor was the font of all wisdom, and the students were leaky vessels, and you would test to see how much they had retained. Whereas in England and the United States, it's more of a Socratic method where you ask questions and interact. It was frustrating in the 1970s for Americans to deal with Finnish students, but I don't think that's true anymore at all.
Yeah.
So that's a change.
Yes, it's go the better way.
It seems to me it's a better way.
I'm very glad to hear it. Frans, hon berättar här lite hur det har förändrats. Hon har varit tidigare här i Finland och och hon berättar om att vi har blivit mera öppna i Finland och så här vidare, utbildningsmässigt och så vidare. Så att hon upplever att vi har gått rätt väg. Och för henne är det viktigt just det här med släktrötter och och hennes, hon har en stor släkt i Amerika. It was 7 cousins. You have it.
I'm one of 8 cousins.
8 cousins, 8 kusiner har hon och så där vidare. Så att det har varit riktigt roligt att få prata med dig. Thank you very much. Thank you
very much.
Och så säger jag charity.
Tack ska du ha.
Tack. Ja, hon har lärt sig lite svenska också på den här resan. Vi filmar fortsättningsvis Kuddnäs, Gula rummet. Och den här gången så har jag Deb and Claire McDonald med i den här rutan. You are very welcome in this Bloms bästa bitar ruta.
Thank you.
Will you tell a little about yourself?
I am Deb McDonald. This is my daughter Claire, and I was born in Seattle, but my father worked for a big company, so we moved around, and we landed in South Carolina. And I'm a nurse. Claire's an English student. She just graduated, and we're celebrating her graduation with this trip to Finland.
Yes, very good thing.
Yes.
Very good thing, yes. And you have been here before?
No, sir. First time.
Yeah. What's your first
Impressions.
Peace, quiet, order, just warmth, and real beauty, natural beauty. And so we've enjoyed very much seeing the countryside, the cities, meeting the people. It's been wonderful.
Was it about Finnish-Swedish society you get this idea to go to Finland? Or where have you got the idea to go to Finland?
I think I would have liked to have come to Finland, but the Swedish-Finn Historical Society made it more doable because they arranged the trip. It's been wonderful. Kjell's been an incredible host, and so I don't know if I would have known where to go, and I could have probably come up with something, but it was just wonderful to have the trip planned, and you knew that everything on the trip was going to be very enriching. So, and then it was nice to have the weekend to see the family. So it's been a wonderful trip.
And you're the youngest participant.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your experience. You sound quite, excited about the trip.
Yeah. I kind of didn't think about it until we got on the airplane to go. His mom did all the family history, and I was off doing whatever I was doing. But it's been amazing, and I didn't know that I had all this family here, and as it turns out, we have 60-something relatives.
Wow.
And so it was, a little bit intimidating to be 22 and like on this trip, but it's been great. So.
Would you are young.
Yes.
How do you feel when you hear the name of Finland after this trip?
Well, the only thing I knew about Finland beforehand was it was tree country, and I work in the environmental field, and so I knew a lot about the forests, and nothing about the people, and nothing about the history, and so it's been really, I've really enjoyed learning about the people and meeting everybody and the history. It's such a similar and very different to our American history, in how the country was formed and the kind of the attitude towards being a Finnish person or being a Swede Finn. So I've just really enjoyed learning all of it.
And you are satisfied that mother had this idea?
Yes. And
she will also pay the trip. She always pays.
Oh yes.
Paid also the
I'm
trip.
real glad that she paid.
She's paid it.
Investing. I'm investing.
Yeah, that's true. Kjell talked about
I
that.
like that. That was
it's about investing in the heritage and everything.
Yeah, I feel like the trip will grow in our mind and contribute to our experience. So I don't feel like the cost is significant compared to what we've gained. It really has been an investment.
What are the surprises that you have had on this trip?
Almost you have met me.
I knew about you.
Yes.
I'm thrilled to meet you.
Thank you.
I've been surprised at how open the country is. It feels, after living in a city, and it seems like when we travel it's just hectic, and when you get here you can take a deep breath, the space and the air and the quiet. It feels, I'm not quite sure how we're going to adjust going home because it somehow feels like it kind of nurtures you.
But you talked about where are the people?
Yes.
Where are the cars?
Where are the cars? Where are the cars? I'm glad they're not there, especially when I'm driving down the road. But the sense of space is very different, and it's very nice.
Yeah. You have been traveling a little bit around in Finland or Ostrobothnia. How do you find that? Talked about trees. There are a lot of trees.
It's been wonderful. It's been nice to see the contrast between Helsinki and then coming up. We stayed in Monas, and so we were able to go around and see family farms and visit all kinds of cousins, and it's been nice to see kind of the contrast of city and country, and but consistently people have been warm and welcoming, and as an American right now, it's a little, it may be a little complicated, and so anyway, I wasn't quite sure what kind of reception we would have, but it has been, we've had some interesting conversations where, we could talk openly, and that's been nice. Yeah. It's just been a really unique trip for us, just because it's felt more personal than a regular trip, a regular vacation. So.
And you have found some famous Finnish relatives too.
Yes, yes. So my great-grandmother was Anna Logness Nelson, and her parents were Johan Logness and Maria Sophia Holm, and they emigrated, and then Otto Carlson was my great-grandfather. And so we are related to a rock star and a sailing sailboat builder, and so we went on Øystein Carlson's sailboat yesterday. Went to Stubben and
Stubben,
yeah,
Stubben, yes,
Stubben,
it's very nice place.
Yes, it's been so. We've had some really unique experiences.
Yeah.
The common thing is we have had food everywhere we've gone, and it's been wonderful, wonderful food.
How have you found found the food?
Oh, I love it. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
It's better than anything that I make in college. So
Have you any favorites?
salmon soup.
Yes, thank you very much
Thank you.
that you have been in Bloms bästa bitar. Jag säger som så tack till dem. Och nu har jag framför mig Nancy Nygård.
Yes.
As you say in America.
Yes.
You are very welcome in Bloms bästa bitar.
Thank you very much.
You are the boss of the Finnish Swedish Society.
This year I'm the board director.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Tell a little about this association.
Well, it started about 20 some years ago, and by descendants of Swedish Finn immigrants who wanted to make sure they kept their history alive.
Yeah.
And so that's our purpose, is to continue communicating about what Swede Finns do, what they are, how they used to live when they were here in Finland, and just trying to keep all the information going, the communication going between our countries.
And you have succeeded.
I think so.
Then we have example for today.
Yes.
Here. Yes. Is it hard work to get a group like this?
Well, thankfully I wasn't in charge of the trip.
No.
So we have two other folks who have been doing this for many years.
Yeah.
And I had come in 2019 and was totally impressed with the trip and how much I learned about Swede Finns. And so when I knew we had it coming this year, I jumped on the opportunity and I brought my daughter with me as well.
How many members do you have in the
There's about 500.
500.
Yes, and that's from all over the country and Canada and Sweden and Finland and New Zealand.
How do you keep in touch?
We try to communicate on a monthly basis. We put out a short newsletter that goes to all of the members. And then about every 3 months we put out a larger newspaper or publication, and that's what we call the Kusiner. And, yes, and that's what we brought a copy to you.
Yes, thank you.
And when we mail those out to all of our members so that they can have something that they can hold and look at and remember. Yeah.
What's about trying to find the heritage or the roots and everything? It's hard work.
It is, yes. We have several people on our board who are genealogists, and they look for information. People will call or send an email in and say, this is me, I know my grandfather was a Swede Finn, can you tell me any more? And so we look for that for them.
So it's a lot of research.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And we will be actually offering some genealogy classes probably in the fall, so that new members can learn themselves too.
How hard is it to get new members to the...
It is. we just have to keep communicating in word of mouth.
Yes.
Primarily, and this trip in particular will be very helpful because not only our members will go home and tell them about this trip, but they will encourage their family to join.
Yes. Is Seattle a little bit of a center for the whole operation?
Yes, that's where it was started, and we have the greatest number of members in Washington State.
Yes.
There were a lot of people from Swedish Finns who settled in Seattle or in the general area.
Yeah. What have changed? You said last time was 2019.
Yes.
And what have changed?
It's been a lot the same, and that's what I was looking forward to.
Yes.
I also loved I love the nature here. It's beautiful, it's calm, it's relaxing. People are friendly. They really want to get to know you.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful.
Yeah. Have you seen any changes in the Finnish society or something like that?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Short trips.
I've only been here 2 weeks each time, so I don't really see any changes in Finland or the Swedish speakers.
Yeah, probably that's one of the things that Finland is in the top when it comes to, voting for the happiest countries in the world, because everything is the same.
Well, I feel like people here are very content with their lives. They're not struggling to get ahead or to have more things than their neighbors. Yes. I just feel like they use what they need, but they're not excessive.
Yes. Yes.
Not materialistic, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. How are you looking for the future with this? Can you get more groups here too?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We will do it every 2 years now.
Yeah.
And next year, I'm hoping to, or the next time, I want to bring my son.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to come this time, and I keep thinking, oh, he should have come. He should be here with us. And I have a cousin who lives in Washington State, who almost came but didn't. So I'm going to tease her by telling her all the wonderful food we had and all the great places we got to go to, and that she has to plan on it for next time.
What about people here in Ostrobotnia, if they would like to contact you to,
Oh, I would love it. I have given out my business card to many people.
Yeah.
I'm in the office on Tuesdays, but I check my email at the Swedish Finn Historical Society twice a day.
Yes.
Just looking for more messages that are coming in.
Yeah.
Det är alltså möjligt också att kontakta Nancy, för också via Bloms bästa bitar får ni hennes adress, och hon kollar sin e-mail 2 gånger per dag, jobbar på torsdagarna och så här vidare. Så att också härifrån Finland kan vi ha kontakt med henne. En sak som vi kan återkomma till. We shall give little reclam about that.
Well, I just need to bring up that we welcome people from Finland who want to come to the United States, and we try to find their relatives here and give them information about the communities that they settled in when they immigrated.
Yeah, 2 ways.
Yes.
Yes, information.
Yes.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Thank you. Jag tackar mina tittare. Nu har vi pratat med Nancy, som då är lite boss och arrangör för de här föreningsaktiviteterna som sker. Och det kan som sagt vara ske båda vägarna. En sak som vi också kan fortsätta med. Den här gången så har jag Kjell Herberts. Fortsätter i Gula salen, Kuddnäs. Och du är nog som spindeln i nätet då det gäller just de här emigrationsgrejerna.
Ja.
Du har varit med många gånger. Nu vill jag att du ska ge en liten bakgrund till det här.
som jag nog också fått uppleva i verkligheten. Verkligen positivt.
Egentligen var det som sociolog och forskare vid Åbo Akademi och har svensk Finland som arbetsfält, så kommer man ju in på emigrationsfrågor. Och emigrationsfrågor har alltid intresserat mig. Min farfar försvann i okända öden i Kanada. Vi vet inte vad som hände med honom. Så vi har alla en familjehistoria också när det gäller emigration. Och under senare år har jag också haft kontakt med Swedish Finn Historical Society. Jag har varit på besök där och vi har haft olika projekt via Svenska Österbottniska samfundet bland annat. Ja. Och jag kände till de här resorna när det var här, inte senaste gång utan 2019 före pandemin, så hade vi en middag för dem på Svenska klubben och det var Svenska Österbottniska samfundet som var arrangör. Och Jeppe och Kryddorna var där och sjöng och det var 4 juli. Ja, och vi firade nationaldagen och de var så rörda och grät, kommer jag ihåg. Och sen blev det aktuellt då efter pandemin för 2 år sedan att de skulle ha en ny tourguide eller en guide i Finland. Och de frågade mig då om jag har någon lämplig person. Och jag funderade ganska länge och jag sa att tyvärr, jag måste nästan föreslå mig själv. Och det var en utmaning, men framförallt var det en mycket rik erfarenhet. För jag är så rörd av de här som vill tillbaka till sina rötter. Ja. Ett talesätt som jag brukar citera Lars Huldén och har gjort det för gruppen också på dialekt. Helhet i vetavannarna veri, mot i vetavannarna. Yeah. Det säger den inre resan alltså. För att veta var vi är idag så måste vi känna till vår bakgrund. Mm. Och de här emigranterna, de vill veta varifrån de kommer. Mm. Och en sak också som är en ny trend, det är många äldre, det är ofta äldre människor som bjuder sina vuxna barn, 40-plussare på den här resan, för att de ska få en kontakt med oss här och med rötterna. Och då tycker jag det är vår skyldighet och vårt privilegium att ställa upp.
Ja, men egentligen nu är det ju mycket arbete det här.
Jo, men samtidigt de här resorna har arrangerats sedan 2012 och det är ett väl inkört system eller en resa. Först från Helsingfors-trakten och Insjö, Finland upp till Österbotten. Ett veckoslut med släktingar här och sen åker vi längs västkusten ner till Åbo och Helsingfors. Och hotell och restauranger och museer och allt det där är inplanerat på förhand. Sen försöker vi göra sådana här korta besök också, men det finns ofta lokala guider som väntar på oss. Och det gör ju att jag verkställer det som andra har planerat.
Därför är vi ju från Bloms bästa bitar glada för att vi fick vara här idag.
Ja, och det uppskattas. Ja. Det har vi märkt.
Ja, och det där, jag ser ju det där gensvaret. Det är nog samtidigt också ett tack åt dig för att du är med och tar ansvar för det.
Jo, visst. Men du kan se, jag brukar jämföra med det här tv-programmet i Sverige. Allt för Sverige heter det visst. Ja. Det här när just liknande typer av emigranter, 3:e, 4:e, 5:e generationens emigranter kommer tillbaka, kan inte språket längre, men är så otroligt rörda och tacksamma för att de får se var deras farföräldrar växte upp och var de bodde, hur de bodde och så vidare. Det är lite samma sak här, jag upplever samma sak, det här återseendet. Nu har jag inte varit med på de här släktträffarna, men jag kan tänka mig att det är en hel del känslor som uttrycks där.
Det är klart det. Och sedan kanske också lite överraskningsmoment.
Jo.
Det är helt klart det.
Oh ja.
Så som människa så ska de nog vara underliga om inte de blir berörda.
Ja, absolut.
Och det märker man nog på det här sällskapet som har varit med här idag och som vi då kunde intervjua i Bloms bästa bitar. Och det är vi verkligen tacksamma för. Tror du, eller vi på Bloms bästa bitar, vi har som märkt också en sån där trend att människor vill gärna söka sina rötter. Det gäller inte bara Amerika utan också från Sverige. Har liksom fått upp ögonen för sina rötter i Finland? Är det på grund av NATO eller vad är det som gör det?
Vi lever nog en ganska orolig tid där de yttre omständigheterna förändras och det finns en oro. Och då är det ganska naturligt att man vill mera sluta sig samman och tänka på sin egen historia och så vidare. Det där är inte bara ett fenomen här utan det är ute i stora världen också. Och jag tror att ju mera liksom vi har invandring idag i Finland, en gång hade vi utvandring. Det gör också att vi måste liksom omdefiniera vår egen identitet också och den förändras hela tiden i och med att nya människor kommer in och så vidare. Och då får vi som lever här och kanske inte är berörda av emigration och immigration, vi glömmer ju ofta vår historia. Vi ger det inte ens åt våra barn. De här ger det åt sina barn därför att det är sådana familjehistorier som är värdefulla därför att inte bor här längre. Ja. Och det är också en väckarklocka för oss kanske att slå vakt om familjetraditioner och liksom blicka bakåt var vi kommer från.
Det där, jag kan inte låta bli att påminna mig tiden jag var i Svenska Österbottens ungdomsförbund med Sven-Erik Glada, verksamhetsledare.
Det är några år sedan.
Ja, det är några år sedan. Då gjorde vi också Amerikaresor. Vi hade ju då plan som rymde då det där 112 personer. Och det där planen var så stora så de kunde inte landa i Vasa utan de landade i Kronoby. Och då hade vi då olika tillställningar i ungdomslokalen då släktingarna följde de här släktingarna till flyget. Och där sjöngs det då att tänk på dem där hemma och så där vidare. Det var riktigt rörande och det var tusentals människor som var med då vid flygplatsen. Och då var det också ett sätt att träffa sina släktingar.
Absolut.
Så då var det den vägen som det var. Och de där resorna gick ju då varje år. Vi höll på i 9 år med de där fullsatta plan. Och det där. Så då var det andra vägen, men nu tycks det vara lite den här andra vägen nu igen.
Och sen ännu för 10-15 år sedan så kom ju tidningen Norden ut varje vecka. Och den kom ut i New York, men det var liksom det var nyheter från Svensk-Finland. Ofta på svenska, de höll den svensk väldigt länge. Nu ges den inte längre ut, men då är det Swedish Finn Historical Society som har initiativet och den här tidningen heter ju Kusiner, tidskriften, och det är också rörande för de upplever ju vi are all cousins, vi är alla släkt på ett eller annat sätt.
Nej, så nu har ju den här organisationen där det har en stor betydelse.
Ja, och jag tänkte senaste gång för 2 år sedan, det här är de sista entusiasterna. Och liksom tänkte sådär nostalgiskt på det. Nu genom att många här tar med sina yngre barn eller vuxna barn så kommer det att leva vidare. Och det är hoppfullt på det viset att den här bron finns, kontakterna finns. Och med sociala medier idag så har man ju alla möjligheter att snabbt få kontakt med varandra. Det var 2, en Malaxbo och en som var med på resan här som träffade varandra på stunder. De hade aldrig sett varann, men de hade sett varann via sociala medier så de kände ju varann genast. Det ska vara otänkbart tidigare det.
Men nu, du och som organisation här, nu har ni en viktig betydelse att det ska fortsätta.
Absolut, jag hoppas på det och tror på det också.
Ja, du tror på det också, ja, det ska vi nu hoppas och räkna med. Det där, för det här är ju någonting som kunde utvecklas båda vägar.
Absolut,
Att man skulle kunna ta upp de där tankarna som var inom SU då. Att också vi kunde söka våra rötter där. I Amerika.
Jo.
Så det här är någonting som man kunde jobba med.
För en del kom ju tillbaka också och liksom vad gjorde de där och deras liv där och så vidare kan ju vara intressant också att bena ut.
Så här har vi nog ett stort ämne, emigration och alltihopa det här, mycket intressant. Och vi hörde idag också Magnus Enlund som berättar lite om just det här med historia, forskning kring emigration och det där. Så att det är nog ett ämne som engagerar.
Ja, och det jag försökte säga här också att tacka dem för att de kommer hit. Det här är ingen billig resa för dem.
Nej,
de betalar väldigt mycket. Det är 2 veckors helpension och resan till Finland och dessutom. Och det är ingen semesterresa men de håller med om det att det är en investering i deras egen kultur, i sin egen bakgrund.
Ja.
Och liksom, vad är värdefullare än det? Det var en som nämnde om att hon inte har så mycket arv att ge, men det här kulturella arvet vill man ge åt sina barn, och det är att visa dem Finland.
Absolut.
Österbotten.
Ja.
Vad är bättre än det?
Vad är bättre än det? Tusen tack ska du ha, Kjell, för att du ställde upp här. Och så säger jag, vi ses och hörs om Gud så vill. Hej!